Listen to Downtown Hot Radio on the air 24 hours a day and 7 days a week.
You're now tuned into the Real Rap Radio Show. I'm your host, Walil Archer. On Downtown Hot Radio, I have my special guest, Clemer Leggett. How are you today?
Oh, just wonderful. Glad to be another day in paradise, my friend.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Congratulations on your book.
Thank you.
Let the listeners know the name of your book.
The name of my book is Get Rich Like Instant Coffee, Unlocking Your Purpose for Financial Freedom.
And how did you come up with that title?
Believe it or not, I was doing some research and I was at the bookstore one day and a guy was telling me that I was already doing research for writing a book and things of that nature from taking down in my journal that I have a journal that I write my thing. When I read a book, I write down notes. Each book I read, dealing with the conscious mind and the subconscious manifestation, things of that nature. And the guy was saying he couldn't find nothing on instant, how to get money instantly. And I like, well, and I thought about it, like, wait a minute, ideas are instant. I mean, you need two things in life, to actually be successful in business wise, and I said that's ideal, which is a product or either service. And so, and then he was talking about instant. And I said, okay, then. So when I got home and I was talking to my wife about it, she's like, everybody wants something for instant. I said, okay. And that's how the name came to be about instant coffee, and I was like, okay, then. So, and that's where we got the name for the book being that title. Get Rich Like Instant Coffee, Unlocking Your Purpose for Financial Freedom, because everybody, once you find your purpose, then you find the how to and know how to take your purpose and benefit to make money and make wealth in your life. Because whatever you love doing, then you'll prosper at it. So, and that's how it all came together. Then that's what title comes from.
Nice. And what kind of research did you have to put into the book?
We did a lot of research. I did a lot of dealing with first book I had to read was that really got my attention was The Hidden Face of God, and that was dealing with physics. And then it started from there, and then I started going into philosophy, biography, journals, and things of that nature. And I started listening to other people how they was talking about how they became to be successful and things of that nature. And I was like, wait a minute. And then it clicked on me when my wife gave me a book called Think and Go Rich by Napoleon Hill. That was so enough a good thing, because Napoleon Hill said you got to have a definite aim, and then also striving for success and having a plan. And so he's and being consistent in action at what you trying to get done and overcome fear and things of that nature. And then the next book that she got me was it was about Joseph Murphy, The Power of the Subconscious Mind. And so when I read those two books, put me on a different path, because then I started not wanting I did not want to read just the see other books like map goal mapping and think big and all that. I wanted to know exactly what the characters, the authors actually wrote about, and I want to know about them and how did they see. So I started putting myself not only reading their books, but I started doing research on how their mindset was, and that's how everything started coming to be about.
Gotcha. Now, did you have any challenges when writing a book? And if so, what were some of the challenges?
Challenge I had about writing a book. The challenge I most had about writing a book was myself. My own self blocks and things of that nature, because I struggle, like I said, I struggle with dyslexia, reading, literacy, and things of that nature. So I had doubts about writing a book, because I didn't know I was trying to figure out who I'm writing a book for and who's going to go to, who's going to actually want to read my book, even as it was about my life, is my life interesting to people, things of that nature. So I was more concerned about me, and I had to realize it's not about me. It's about the people that I want to help. So I had to get myself out the way. And that's why, and I said they would never be able to read it if I don't ever put it out. And if I don't take time out to even see what's going to happen. So, and that's why I went ahead and published the book.
During the time of writing the book, did you experience writer's block? And if so, how did you overcome it?
I experienced a lot of writer's blocks several times, but multiple times. I can't say several times, multiple times. Because like I said, I got hung up on what ideas I wanted to write about, and I had to do goal mapping, and then I had to do a mapping period. I had to put like I had put my title in the middle of the paper, and then I had to draw like some rays, like sunlights, what I'm saying, and then each one of those rays I wrote the title to for each chapter. And then I ended up with 15 chapters, and then I had to write, and I said, okay, I'm gonna do research on this title, get it down packed, and then go to the next one, because I want to make a guideline for each writer. When any reader get to buy the book, it's leading them to their purpose and their talent, where they can actually have a decent and successful life, because everybody wants a successful life and everybody want to be financially free. So I had, and then I had to make it where they're lining with their higher self, and also realize that they're tied in all together. So my stumbling blocks was actually trying to figure out what each chapter was going to be about. And then when I got to the point where I couldn't get myself out the way, I had to stop for a minute and take breaks, because it always came back to me trying to put myself in there, like, in a different kind of way and kind of light. So that was my biggest point, was myself.
Okay. And when you say financial freedom, are you thinking in terms of debt free?
When I'm thinking in terms of financial freedom, I'm thinking in terms of security. A lot of people want to be security and want to have a piece of life, and they want to be successful. But it's always, a lot of people say, if I can be free in finances, I can have all my bills paid and I can be able to do things I want to do. And so that's what I was saying about financial freedom. It's not about the money. It was just about how to accumulate a lifestyle that you enjoy living, and know that everything is taken care of, and you're free to do what you want to do. And you don't have to worry about any bills or anything coming up saying just need to be paid on that, because you are living a successful life. And that's what it was all about.
Nice. So what would you say is your top 3 common mistakes you see people make when it comes to financial advice?
Gamble is one. Spending when not needing to, not saving money. And the third one would be the third one would be not having a plan to save. When you don't have a life plan or a financial plan, or you don't have a insurance plan, or even having a goal. Those are the main 3 I've seen that people make big mistakes at.
And what is the most important thing you want people to take away from reading your book?
I want people to it's the purpose of transformation in life, and it's not just about making money. It's about aligning your inner world with your internal goals. And I want them to have this, know that this book it gives you the strategy with the mindset and things of that nature, and also it's not a quick representative of getting wealthy fast, but it gives you guidelines on how to become successful and wealthy. And that's what I want them to take, to know that it's, even though it says get rich like Instacart and brewing, but it's also having in the stance of having a nice cup of coffee, to know that it's possible and it can be done.
And your book has 15 chapters?
Yes, it has 15 chapters, and each chapter in it is designed to guide you on how to each step. It's got work guidelines. It's got lessons that you have to do in each chapter. So I'm giving you, it's more like you have to go buy a journal like I had, and you have to read each chapter, and then know you're gonna do some work at the end of the chapter. So I'm letting them know up front, you're gonna do some work, but just know that it's guiding you to the place you want to be in life. And by the time you get to the end of the 15th chapter, you should know your talents and what goals you want to do and what things you want to do in life. And you should have a good idea of how you're going to be prosperous with that idea, and then how you're going to bring it into existence and give it to the people. Because you got to have people if you don't have, you got to network with people, and you got to have people out there to be successful anyway. You just can't do it off your own. You need help. And that's why I say, I always, like Napoleon Hill says in his book, have a mastermind group. And so I tell you, it's like me and you talking, I have you can sit at a table and talk with people and things of that nature. But you sit with one person talk to you, you're talking in the present tense, not in the past tense, in the present tense of what you want your life to look like, what you're going to do, and all that. Like you're already doing it now. Then the next person that's on the side of you, he do the same thing. You do this about 3 or 4 times within the bottom of the month, and before the 6th month, you're gonna be living that lifestyle, because you already brought it into existence, because you already start putting emotion with it, feeling with it, and the universe is gonna bring it into existence, gonna bring the people that you need to have in the place for that to happen and make it happen. that's why I say it's possible.
Okay, good information there. Now, after you,
yeah, and I can go. Go ahead.
no, you continue.
Go ahead.
No, you can continue.
Yeah. Because okay. Because I experienced what I'm telling you is what I experienced. I done it. That's what I'm saying. I done it. I done it most of the time with my wife. I done it with my mentors and things of that nature. And we done that. I mean, it's just like I was sitting down talking to I'm gonna use it for the scenario about my wife. We was talking about, some I wanted some peace and I wanted to go out there. I didn't want to go to the store and get no peace and things of that nature. And she said, okay then. And we just kept on talking about it. And then I said, you know what? I said, we can get delivered. She said, nah, don't worry about it. We're not gonna get delivered and things like that. I said, okay then. So but not even a good hour later, by her just sitting there thinking about the taste of pizza and thinking about it, our next door neighbor called us and said, we want some pizza, And I told him, yeah. So I went over there. He said, man, look here, I got 15 cases. Same thing in my book, 15 cases. I got 15 chapters in my book. I said, wait a minute. I said, okay then. He said, man, get you some of these cases, man, take them home to you and your wife, man, y'all enjoy them. He said, I ain't gonna get all these pieces, man. So that's what I did. And when I brought them home, she said, oh my God, we just got through talking about pieces. I said, yeah. I said, see how we work? So that's what I'm saying. If you sit back and it works, but you're talking in the present tense, like, you that's what you desire to have, and it actually works.
Okay, so now that you completed the book, you have 15 chapters. Is there anything that you thinking that you could have added to the book where you may do a second book?
There's always room for a second book.
Okay.
But I have not decided. Yeah, it's always room for a second book. I just haven't decided what the second one's going to be about. But I'm thinking about, I think it'd be a good idea to make a workbook to go along with the first book. And I'm thinking about doing that. Yeah.
Nice. I like that. That's definitely an excellent idea. I definitely like that. Yeah, I think you should do it. I like that. I love that.
Yeah. Okay, then, yeah.
And let everybody know where they can purchase your book from.
You can get my book on Amazon, eBay, or any bookstore that's major bookstore, like Barnes and Noble, or either you can also go to Walmart. I just now found out that Walmart had on the internet, you know what I'm saying, like that. So anyway, when you think you can do some shopping online, you should be able to find my book.
Okay, and as we close out, any closing remarks or final thoughts?
Yeah, I have final thoughts, but it's in my phone this time. I ain't lost it this time. It's on my phone. I said, I'm gonna keep it. No, I got it right here in front of me, Okay, my final thoughts. No, it's on my phone. Get my phone out so I can go ahead and give you that final thought. I said I want to make sure that they have it. And and it's gonna be Give It Like Instant Coffee, Unlocking Your Perfect Financial Freedom is a practical guide designed to help you readers achieve financial independence by aligning their skills and passion with actionable strategies. The book breaks down complex financial principles into easy, reliable steps, much like making instant coffee, quick, efficiency, and impactful. It emphasizes the importance of purpose, wealth building, show how identifying what truly drives you can open doors to financial success. Whether you're looking to start a business, improve your financial habits, or discover new opportunities, this book offers clear insight, real life examples, and practical tools to get you started on your journey. This isn't just another book about money. This isn't just another book about money. It's a blueprint for transforming your mindset and life, helping readers unlock their potential and create sustainable wealth. Please take that to note.
Excellent. So if there's nothing else today, anything else you want to add before we go?
No, sir. Everything's been wonderful. I hope I'm about to say something, but I'm gonna let that ride for a minute until. But I enjoyed talking with you, sir. Everything was wonderful.
I appreciate you. So thanks again for doing the interview today.
Okay, thank you, sir, for having me here. I enjoyed it.
My pleasure. So that's my time today on the Real Rap Radio Show. And I'll see you guys next time on the Real Rap Radio Show with Walil Archer on Downtown Hott Radio. Peace and blessings, everyone.
Listen to Downtown Hott Radio on the air 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. Tune in by downloading the Downtown Hott Radio's mobile app. Listen on our website, www.downtownhottradio.com.